place down the wards to stick lanes, and yeah, we'll see what they can accomplish with it. A lot of good Sable, but again,
And they'll now brew split and try and counter, like you said, Cass throwing out the nuke, but they'll chase Chrissy out a bit. And even with the Stampede, I'm not sure it's enough for him to get out safely. The Fire Panic continues to do its work. Oh, it is just enough to keep Chrissy alive. He'll end up surviving. Long DD's going to be your first blood. It's a bridge too far for him. He overextends, will end up going down. And Ninja Boogie has time now to make his way to this bottom lane. He glimpses DD back in, but this just allows DD to start chasing him a bit further. Oh, one more auto attack. Maybe it works out at the end here for Ninja Boogie. He turns to auto attack. He could have just kept on running. Ninja Boogie. Got doomed, so he can't end up using it. And now the Hawk tries to turn this gank, but everyone from Wave sticks together, survives. Jo almost finishing off the tower. This is the threat of the Terrorblade. You leave him alone in a lane, seriously, for one Metamorphosis, 2 illusions. If you don't gank him, a tier 1 will basically die. The tier 2 is a bit harder to kill now, but now they can go out on Chrissy. It's taken too long for him to retreat out. He overstayed his welcome, and they may end up losing multiple heroes for it. As simultaneously the push will come through mid, They're going to fight with Jo for the last hit, but does he get it? Jo with quick denies. Ninja Boogie still being pursued. I think he'll end up being fine here. The Brewmaster might even end up paying. DD continues for OB. They can move up the ramp now. DD will be revealed. Ninja Boogie's there in the high ground. Glimpse it back. Right as the Panda blinks in. Very interesting interaction. He got glimpsed back, then blinked in a kind of an awkward timing. Brew split forced out, but then he got sent back anyway, I guess. So he got sent back like after the split, it looked like? I think he did. He was really far away.
But on the tail end of it, we do see the puck actually gets clipped by the Centaur stun, gets nuked down hardcore.
He's dead, I think. Status Storm's here. Ninja Boogie not wanting to use it though. Double Edge comes through. Yeah, they're gonna blink in now. But Ryo doesn't get off the stomp, and then suddenly, actually was out of mana for it after the Stampede, will be turned against. They'll drop the ultimate for the Disruptor, then dooming Chai just to prevent any further chase. But it is a 1-for-1 trade there, and they get the worst of it in terms of heroes, although they do manage to bring down the tower. So in that sense, I suppose a win. Now, Chrissy, TPing out, but that will be for game 3 if there is one, I believe. Not for game 2. Back to the game. 8-5 your score right now. And currently, Rave leading by about 3,000 gold, about 3,000 experience. I still think pressure's on them to force the issue a bit here. Centaur Stampede goes in, and they will find Jo top lane, and hey, that's pushing the issue, man, if they kill him off. He tries to run out of the kinetic field Static Storm, hoping to get a Ninja Boogie kill before he goes down. They'll glimpse back Xiaowei, but they have no more stomp to set this up as HF Version Ult comes flying in towards the top lane. Ninja Boogie, though, he's pretty healthy. The Ice Blast will be there, though, on Rio. And now Xiaowei, he orbs over the stomp, but he actually ends up on the other end of that same stomp. And he will go down for this to Ninja Boogie's nuke. It looks like Ern's there as well, and this will actually be a kill for Jay. Range initiation to catch up Jo, who now takes the Static Storm. He gets swapped out of this. Do they get the glimpse? Oh yeah, they've got the vision for that. Where are you going, Jo? You're going nowhere, but this will give time for the turn to come. They'll lose their Disruptor, they'll sacrifice the Centaur as well. He's also showing good positioning, and they weren't there like exactly the right moment. You mentioned that Path Blaze. It pays out now. They come in from the sidelines, getting very close, and now it's not really a backstab, but it's still a good way to jump in on DD. Gets the Doom off on him. The Centaur kills off 2 heroes, and they chase for the Brewmaster here as well. He's trapped in the trees. He can't really make his way out quickly. Even with the Aghanim's Coil Snap, it's not going to be enough. As simultaneously mid lane,
Guard. I would have personally flip-flopped who has the mech and who has the Crimson Guard, but in either case, they have both, and there's a lot of potential to survive throughout the fights. Gonna see Xiaowei engaged on a little bit, but DD answers back.
Blink in from DD, but he's been doomed. He's been Static Storm. The swap comes out, but the damage already. The Brewmaster actually managing to get off his foot because of that talk. The Doom was about to come out, but didn't connect in the end. Great defensive play. Cass now getting punished for that, and Ryo on the back foot. They'll end up losing 2 heroes, but Jo is breaking the base while this is going on. Ninja Boogie gonna go down here, but Terrorblade's in the base. He's got a double damage rune online. He's now popped his Metamorphosis and the Mantis style. The full gets a 30, I mean, unless it's an Abyssal Blade or a Rapier, but
no, definitely not.
Terrorblade is an illusion base here, so Rapier not really the standard choice.
In general, just an attack damage increasing item isn't going to be the most popular on him. I think Radiance is the only logical choice here. I mean, Abyssal is amazing just for a late game lockdown, but Jo
caught out by the Static Storm, the stomp from Ryo. He'll give away his life. Now the Hawk buyback. Oh no, they gotta run the hell away. For right now, there's a BKB on Centaur, so he's absolutely fine, but not so lucky will be the rest of the squad. The Dream Coil snaps, Ryo trapped in position, 3 heroes falling, Jo on the run. He'll just watch his team crumble around him, while Chrissy is also able to escape, but this may turn into a push mid or a Roche perhaps.
That friggin' Aghanim's Dream Coil, there's...
For now, well, they will try and use this Radiance Terrorblade Illusions, but they just don't last very long. HF Ritual coming in. There is no haunt online for 20 seconds, though. They'll kind of just defensively pop the shield from the Crimson Guard. It's not the most effective as against all this nuke damage. They'll Doom Shell 8 as well, but he did manage to use his ultimate at the very least. Or, yeah, not really gonna matter too much, though. Zhou now on the chase out. 2 for 2 exchange, but they may lose Zhou, and this will be a big kill. Killing off a Spectre who's starting to trend the other direction. They just can't use their Blink Daggers. And now he'll haunt. As the Blink Stomp comes in, Zhou is looking for another way into this fight. He goes onto Chris, he kills him off, and then searches for the Terrorblade, who gets thrown up in the air, dropped back down to Earth momentarily. Another boulder toss to greet Jaeon. Already used his ultimate in the Roche fight.
In which they can actually prevent OP from just overrunning them as 5, and we'll test that theory very quickly, as they don't really have a way to stop this.
Insta-hex onto the Centaur. They had it comboed up perfectly with Xiao Wei. Now they thought their HF personal, and they chased them back to the base. Cascading run down. Everybody forced to retreat out. Chrissy also dropping low. Will he shatter? One more boulder toss? Oh, yes, he will. Still plenty of time left on that Aghanim Scepter ultimate. Now the Brew looks to make his way out. The Glimpse trying to pull a 20 out of position, but he's fine for now. Static Storm dropping him fairly low. Centaur will finish him off, but the turn may come down. They still have Aghanim's coil. It's broken almost instantly as he 4-steps out. I'm not sure that that's the right play, man. He's stunned for ages. Rio barely surviving. Maybe it was the right play. He did the math, but he just, by the skin of his teeth. HF Ritual might end it now. And Zhou is coming back in with the Aegis. He wants some additional kills here. Rio chased out as well. They will lose the Aegis for this, though. Does he go in further? No, now he wants to run. I guess spell the max early, but it actually ended up winning a lot of games. Just that overall pushing meta, you know, for Protect 1 back in the day. But for now, Rave will smoke up and look to jump in. Going for the Blink Initiation. They look to jump on Zhou here. They'll get the stop on him to somebody get swamped to safety. Chain Toss will follow him. They'll pass to Doom the Brew and bring him down. It was a decent Dream Coil to kind of turn this fight, though, and they'll look for the 820 kill. He manages to 4-step away. He's going to survive for the time being. Zhou dropped low, barely finished off in the nick of time, and that is a decent streak that they've ended. They got 5, I think it's at 520 gold for that kill.
You think that he just like saw a blue hero up on the high ground and is like, oh, click that guy?
Blue, let me glimpse. But Rave have worked their way into a position where they could potentially force the issue. There's an army of Terrorblade Illusions descending on this top lane. And as I mentioned, buildings will begin to melt. They jump in, they get the kill in the HF version, searching for the shadow kills while now the Spectre buyback is forced out. This is a big one, Rave. If they can retreat, live through this, maybe even turn the fight, it could be amazing for them, but they'll lose Ninja Boogie. That ends a dominating streak for him, and they chase for more. DD, also on the hunt with his primal split seconds to go. And they are thinking about a jump in with this smoke, but it's not going to be the easiest initiation. And a bit too late, perhaps. First way down the diner. Terrorblade does manage to stag Aegis. Now shows in too far. He dies, and he won't have a buyback on, even if he comes back to life. Ancient Apparitional still cooling down for 7 seconds. That may have just cost them a lane of frags. The chase will go on. They'll get a level death up on Long DD. He's going to fall as well. And we'll get a fight recap, because I know you guys like look at this thing as Long DD gets chased out. They do have buyback, though, at the very least, but they might lose more. Move on to Xiao 8 now. Can they glimpse him back? Oh, Disruptor's dead now. Okay, he can't. Jaeho looks to turn this one. With his BKB and his illusions, he is pretty damn strong, but the 4-stat from 820 will keep him Spectre alive. Now they try to retreat. They've only killed off the Disruptor thus far. Looking for a bit more. Long DD. Continue to chase, but there's a nice Vortex and Radiance Burn to greet them. Now back the other way. Blinking for the Brew. It's his turn to enter the party. It's also Chrissy's turn to jump in, trying to work on the Spectre, but he's not killing him off by himself. They'll need some support from Jaeho. Go for Jaeho. They want the Spectre now. Thinking about it. No, backing off. Going for the Brew instead. Well, meanwhile, the chase as they blink in. This time the Doom's on a real hero. It's on to DD, who gets focused. The Chain Toss comes in. It's a beauty as well, but there's some illusions to take. They're still bouncing 820. They lose the death. They've lost 2. Matter. The Swarm is here. Enter God mode for the Terrorblade as he will finish off 2 lanes of racks. They'll look for the Zhou kills, but it looks like we just might go to a game 3 at the rate we're headed. Zhou losing the one-on-one fight against Rita. This Centaur's big enough to take him. Mono. And now they'll take a 3rd lane of racks. Ray have cracked the space open. Too many lost fights. Way too many buybacks. A 4 and 8 Spectre. Everybody's in the negative on this Radiant squad. And with that, they just can't hang on, Blaze. The old boys, not able to 2-0 Rave, go to a deciding Game 3, and I believe go straight into a new patch for that Game 3. I'm not even sure if the players know there's a patch, but they're going to find out soon.
Yeah, and maybe breathe a sigh of relief if they've been frustrated by it in the past. But here, it's not going to be comeback city for OB once again. Fool me once, fool me twice. But yeah, Terrorblade, he just carries too hard. Jo just was absolutely massive.